We'd like to welcome you to our sixth grade orientation for the 2023 to 2024 school year. We'd like to start off by introducing our team. For room 204, we have Mr. Dean, Mrs. Sluman until November, and then Mrs. Skymore returning in November of this year. For room 205, we have Mr. Moulton. So some of our teaching and learning shifts for sixth grade compared to the other grades. In sixth grade, students are going to start to take a more active role in their learning. We want to prepare students for seventh grade as much as possible this year, so it's going to be an easier transition. Students are going to learn more executive functioning skills, such as organization and time management. Students are also going to conference with their teachers and peers to evaluate their work and set goals, because we want our students to grow socially, emotionally, and academically this year so that they are fully prepared for seventh grade next year. In language arts, some of our major components this year are going to include for reading, decoding, and fluency, deeper comprehension of text and text analysis skills with a focus on providing text evidence to support answers. For writing, we're going to be working on writer's workshop models to develop composition and mechanics. And for speaking and listening, we're going to work on developing skills in whole group, small group, and individual settings to improve communication. And again, to better prepare students for seventh grade, eighth grade, high school. Our ELA block is going to be a combination of small group skill work and whole class novel study. For social studies this year, some of our major units of study are going to be focused on the ancient world. That's going to include Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, and the Indian subcontinent. This is a new curriculum that uses an inquiry-based, student-driven approach to learning social studies. For math, we also have a new curriculum for math. Some of our major units of study are going to include area and surface area, introduction to ratios, unit rates and percentages, dividing fractions, arithmetic base 10, expressions and equations, rational numbers, and data sets and distributions. And so for math, we're going to also be using a problem-based approach that's balanced with skills practice. Calculators are able to be used this year for students, so that's something new versus the younger grades. In sixth grade, calculators can be used, and that just helps students to be able to solve problems more efficiently. And it also helps students prepare for using calculators in seventh grade math, eighth grade math. For science this year, some of our major units of study using our new curriculum, Open SciEd, they're going to include light and matter, thermal energy, weather, climate, and water, rock cycling and plate tectonics, natural hazards, and cells. This is a new curriculum that uses an inquiry-based, student-driven approach to learning science. Our grading policy for sixth grade. So this is a big change compared to the younger grades. Students are going to be receiving letter grades on their report cards, and they're going to be also seeing percentages in their PowerSchool. And so this shows here how the percentages correlate to the letter grades. And so students are going to be able to have access to their grades through PowerSchool. Parents will also be able to access student grades. And by going in there and checking that, students will be able to see if they're missing homework, if they haven't turned in assignments, if there's any assignments that they need to make corrections on. And so by monitoring their grades throughout the year, students and parents working together with the teachers, students will be able to perform well in all subject areas if they're keeping on top of submitting all the work that needs to be turned in, and also taking advantage of opportunities to correct work and boost their grades. Ways that you can support your child at home. Asking your child about their day, encouraging self-advocacy, keeping us in the loop. Let us know if a student is struggling with something in particular, or if they're just having a bad day. Reach out to us and we'll do the same. We need to be a team. Encourage your child to read for fun. Talk about what your child is reading and what you're reading. Also, you can take advantage of free sites such as Khan Academy for math skills. Communication. Newsletters will be emailed monthly unless there are important deadlines. Individual classrooms might utilize apps such as Homeroom, Class Dojo for sharing pictures and videos. Also, as I said before, downloading the PowerSchool app that makes sure that um, will be able to check in on students' grades, submission of work. So make sure that you have the login information for that because that app is going to be very important, very helpful in sixth grade. And that is it for our sixth grade orientation. Thank you for joining us, for watching this video. We're excited about this school year, and we can't wait to meet all of the students and the parents as well. So thank you for joining us.